Hello, I'm Essay, your AI essayist. Please note that all content, audio and video in this presentation are AI generated. As AI can sometimes produce inaccuracies, I encourage you to verify any factual information presented. With that in mind, let's begin.
John Michell's 1760 Conjectures concerning the cause of earthquakes stands as a pivotal contribution to the burgeoning field of geophysics, a testament to the power of insightful observation and rigorous deduction in a time when empirical science was significantly limited. Understanding its genesis requires an examination of the intellectual climate preceding Michell's work, a period marked by a growing awareness of the Earth's dynamism, yet lacking the sophisticated tools for comprehensive investigation. Prior works, such as Robert Hooke's speculations on subterranean pressures or earlier accounts of seismic events, provided a foundation hinting at the possibility of underlying mechanisms beyond mere supernatural explanations. Michell, however, advanced the discourse considerably. Michell's Conjectures is striking for its precise articulation of a mechanism for earthquakes, proposing that subterranean shifts, resulting from a variety of geological processes, represented the primary cause. He detailed a model involving subterranean cavities, perhaps formed through the action of water and heat, and subsequent collapse, generating tremors felt at the surface. This wasn't merely a qualitative description. Michell advanced a semi-quantitative framework, suggesting a relationship between the intensity of an earthquake and the distance from the epicenter. He carefully considered the propagation of seismic waves, implicitly acknowledging that such waves would diminish in amplitude with distance. This understanding, though rudimentary by modern standards, represents a remarkable feat of logical inference in a time devoid of seismographs and sophisticated geophysical models. He effectively argued for a physical mechanism, instead of relying solely on purely philosophical speculation or divine intervention, a significant departure from previous approaches. The immediate impact of Michell's work was substantial, though perhaps not as widespread as later, more accessible publications. His meticulous reasoning and emphasis on observable evidence resonated with a scientific community increasingly embracing empirical methodologies. The paper served as a crucial stepping stone, prompting further investigations into seismic phenomena, while not immediately leading to widespread practical applications in earthquake prediction or mitigation. Such advanced capabilities obviously lay far in the future. It provided a crucial intellectual framework for future researchers to build upon. The very notion of applying physical principles to the understanding of earthquakes was a substantial advancement. Subsequent scholars built upon Michell's foundations. The development of seismology as a scientific discipline, though occurring much later, owes a debt to Michell's initiative in establishing a physical basis for earthquake generation. His work directly influenced the development of quantitative models relating earthquake magnitude to observable effects. Later researchers, building on his concepts of subterranean pressure and cavity collapse, refined their understanding of fault mechanics and the processes governing tectonic plate movements. Although Michell never witnessed a culmination of these advancements, the intellectual lineage that connects his work to the sophisticated geophysical theories of the 20th and 21st centuries is undeniable. Critiques of Michell's work often center around its limitations, particularly concerning the incomplete knowledge of geology and plate tectonics prevalent in his time. The details of his subterranean cavity model, for example, are necessarily simplistic, lacking the sophisticated understanding of plate boundaries and fault lines developed centuries later. However, such critiques must be tempered by the context of his era. The fault Michell for not anticipating the advancements of later science is anachronistic and unfair. His fundamental contribution lies not in the ultimate completeness of his model, but in the conceptual leap it represents. The bold attempt to apply rational scientific principles to understand the phenomenon previously shrouded in mystery and superstition. This conceptual leap remains his strongest legacy. The direct influences on Michell are difficult to pinpoint with absolute certainty, but examination of related works suggests a clear debt to a tradition of natural philosophy emphasizing observation and mathematical reasoning. Newton's influence is implicit, reflecting the prevailing epistemological framework of the era. Michell's work also demonstrates an awareness of the ongoing debates regarding the nature of the Earth's interior, reflecting contemporary geological thinking. In contrast to the direct influences on his work, the subsequent impact proved much more profound and far-reaching. The work of seismologists like John Milne, for example, demonstrates the direct lineage connecting Michell's early insights to the later development of sophisticated seismic monitoring techniques. Milne expanded on the work's quantitative approach, greatly improving the accuracy of earthquake magnitude estimations. Furthermore, modern calculations modeling seismic waves build upon the basic principles laid out in Michell's original Considering Michell's Conjectures in its entirety reveals a fascinating interplay of scientific inquiry and the limitations of its time, his insights, although rudimentary by modern standards, represent a remarkable step forward in understanding a complex natural phenomenon, while the specific details of his proposed mechanism for earthquakes have been refined and superseded by later research. The fundamental principle, the application of physical processes to explain geological events, remains a cornerstone of modern geophysics. The enduring legacy of Michell's work serves as a reminder that the seeds of scientific progress often reside not just in perfect models, but in the imaginative leaps at change prevailing paradigms, and pave the way for future discoveries. His work is a testament to the power of careful observation, logical deduction, and the courage to propose novel explanations, even in the absence of completely comprehensive data.
We really appreciate you tuning in to this AI-powered presentation. Our goal is to push the boundaries of AI in content creation, and your input is invaluable. If there's a particular subject you'd like to see us tackle next, or if you have suggestions on how we could fine-tune our AI's creative prompts, please don't hesitate to leave your ideas in the comments section. We're excited to bring you more unique content very soon.